Welcome to The Explainer. Today we're diving straight into what is literally a make or break concept in AI training. If you've ever wondered why some artificial intelligence models succeed brilliantly while others just completely fail, well, it almost always comes down to this one crucial idea.
Section 1. The Project Sinking Number.
Listen to this. There's a single number in training an AI that if you get it wrong can sink the entire project. Think about that. That is a massive amount of pressure on one little setting. Just one tiny detail that can absolutely ruin everything you've built.
Okay, let's dive into this. That all-important number? It's called the learning rate, and it controls one deceptively simple thing: how big of a step the model takes each time it learns. The crucial point here is that if you get this step size wrong in either direction, too big or too small, your AI training simply fails. There's really no way around it.
Section 2. Downhill in the fog. So think of it kind of like this. Picture a hiker. Step 1, you're walking downhill. Step 2, you're doing this in a totally dense fog. You can't see the bottom. And step 3, your ultimate goal is to reach the lowest possible point in that valley, because that lowest point, that represents where the AI model makes the absolute fewest mistakes. So the learning rate is simply the size of your hiker's stride as they step down toward that low point.
Section 3. The Goldilocks Trap. Now you might be wondering, why not just take huge steps to get there faster? Well, if you set the learning rate too high, you're taking giant, reckless leaps. You try to reach the bottom of the valley, but your stride is so enormous, you fly clean over it. You overshoot, bounce back the other way, and basically bounce back and forth forever. The error just explodes. But set it too low, and you've got the exact opposite problem. Now you're taking these microscopic, timid shuffles. Training takes a week instead of an hour, or worse, you get stuck in the first little dip you find, just stalling out entirely, right? Too big, and you blow up. Too small, you crawl and stall. You need a Goldilocks zone, a step size that is absolutely just right.
Section 4. Enter the optimizers.
And this brilliantly illustrates how modern AI actually handles the problem. Enter today's workhorse algorithm, which is called Adam W. Think of Adam W as a really smart, adaptive hiker that basically manages the stepping for you. It doesn't just stubbornly use one fixed step size. No, it takes bigger steps when the ground is smooth and uses smaller, careful steps when the terrain gets tricky. It even builds up momentum, kind of like a rolling ball, so it can coast right through those flat spots that would completely trap a naive walker.
Section 5. The ultimate setting.
Because of all this, people reach for Adam W almost by default, mostly to avoid having to hand-tune every single move. But, and this is a really key takeaway here, the underlying learning rate is still the setting people obsess over first. The optimizer is a brilliant, adaptive hiker, for sure, but your foundational step size setting, that remains the ultimate key to success.
Which leaves us with this final thought to ponder. Even with a smart hiker doing a lot of the heavy lifting, will your learning rate let your model learn beautifully or never learn at all? It's a delicate, high-stakes balance, and finding that perfect zone really does make all the difference. Thanks for joining me for this explainer.